Go on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube even, whatever. You will always see people who are better than you at something. And no matter where you turn, you're always gonna see that. And that's sort of where a disconnect happens. You need to be able to separate yourself from your accomplishments, from your goals, and from other people. A big reason why relationships fail is because of that comparison from one relationship to another. This doesn't even have to be just romantic relationships. It can be platonic relationships, like with your friends or your family, or hell, even people who you're not even that close with. Like maybe if you're religious, your priest, or maybe one of your professors if you're really good at a class. You keep comparing yourself. And that's one of the main reasons why you really suffer. You suffer because you're not able to separate what is versus what could be. Let me explain. When people look at relationships online, like for instance, Instagram. Oh my gosh, I'm bleeding. When people look at these Instagram accounts and they see all these beautiful models with their boyfriends and girlfriends and whatever, a lot of the time people compare that experience, compare that situation to what they want a relationship to be, when it's not that. People don't post when they get into arguments, when they get into disagreements, when they get into fights. You know what I mean? People don't like to post those very, let's just say, not as attractive portions of their relationship. And because of that, we create this fake narrative of, oh, this is how relationships should be. They should be filled with loves and kisses and hugs, and they shouldn't be filled with criticism and antagonism and stuff like that. When in reality, every single relationship is gonna have some form of criticism, some form of offensiveness. Maybe you don't agree with each other on a certain topic. Like maybe one of you is hard liberal and the other is hard right, but you found a way to love each other for who you are, despite your despite your opposing values. That is something that doesn't happen a lot, especially with people. So it was kind of a bad example, especially for people who are on the internet a lot. But regardless, one of the main things you have to keep in mind is you are living your own life. People don't post their fights, arguments, disagreements, criticism. They don't post that, so you have no idea that it's happening. And that is a big part of a relationship. You need to be able to acknowledge the fact that it's not going to be perfect. Every relationship is like that. There is no relationship that is perfect. You between another human being, you, another person, hell, even maybe your pets, whether that be, I don't know, whether those other people may be your classmates, professors, teachers, parents, whatever. No matter what, you are not going to have a perfect relationship. So you need to take things slow. Don't expect your first girlfriend or boyfriend to be the same relationship or the same correlation to those Instagram models or those famous people online. You know, whether that be I forget her name, Charlie D'Amelio. Yeah, one of my friends was telling me about her. I was like, oh, I've never heard of her. So Charlie D'Amelio, I'm not entirely sure what she does, but it's kind of a bad example. But my point remains, stop comparing yourself. And that is why a lot of relationships fail. You compare yourself to other people, and you expect it to be the same thing as other people, when in reality, that's just not how it works. So, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ahui ho, malama pono.